Chuck, hey man, how you doing?
Usher.
How's it going?
Hey, before we mix it up a bit, I'm so hip. I have been hounded for the last 3 weeks by this 13-year-old girl named Sky who's like, you tell Usher I love him and tell him that I'm one of those screaming girls at his concert. So there, I got that out of the way.
Well, tell her I said hello. Well, hello.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
You've made her year for that. All right, now this love story works in this movie. So that's something that I've always wondered. How do you know chemistry is going to work on screen?
You don't know. You only hope that, through, the process of trial and elimination, you find someone who would have the type of chemistry that you're going to see between me and Emmanuel Shrieky in this movie. For it is a romantic story. You would want, to rely on not only great acting, but also just natural chemistry.
Now, you're working with the man here, Chaz.
Mm-hmm.
What did this guy teach you? Because this guy's been around.
Chaz Palminteri understands how to lock you in a moment. He just understands how to finesse the moment of what. Yeah, to be honest with you, as a mobster, he's one of the most realistic characters that I've seen. And the fact that this is a story similar to the Bronx Tale, he would understand how to make it, more believable. But, in the scenes we acted together, I really felt like he was going to kill me at times. There were a few scenes that we omitted, through the process, but, they were, he's such an intense actor that you couldn't do anything but absorb all of that great energy. The beautiful part about it, just behind the scenes, is the fact that there was no ego associated with this film or any of the characters. Everyone was very passionate about what they came to the table to do. We kept on schedule outside of the one time I caught flu during the process of the film. There's a pool scene, but we had to jump in the pool at 30 below degrees, and it was not a heated pool. But other than that, it was a great film and something that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. It's the type of film that everybody, no matter what color, creed, race, you're going to be able to take a look at this one and enjoy it, I think.
Now, how did rehearsing help you with your first this is your first big starring role.
Mm-hmm. Well, the rehearsal of it, I worked with acting coaches and, hoped to prepare myself the best that I possibly could as a DJ. But I spent the majority of the film kind of in an area that was not familiar, but is familiar for me, bodyguarding someone else. I just thought of what I might have done or would have expected from a bodyguard, and that's how I put myself in the character.
Now, in this movie, your character plays a guy who wants to start a record company, and in real life, you're doing the same thing. How's that going for you?
Going pretty good. As a matter of fact, the soundtrack comes out today, November the 22nd. You guys show your support for it. Go out there and check it out. The movie comes out tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy it. But this is an opportunity for me to introduce the other side of Usher, the business side of Usher as it relates to creative business. I'll be back. I did do a record on the soundtrack with my artist Rico Love, but it's really their moment, the moment to introduce themselves. There's a group, One Chance, who has a video and record playing on radio now. Rico Love. One Chance is a 5-guy group out of Chicago who all sing, dance, and entertain. Rico Love is a rapper who has also a record and a video play right now. You guys show your support for it. Ryan Lovett also is another artist on the soundtrack. And then the other artists that you're familiar with, like Christina Milian, Chris Brown, Joel Santana, Paul Wall, Anthony Hamilton, Youngbloods, are all, a very eclectic mixture of different artists. But that opportunity to introduce some new music and then some music that is just great to ride to and listen to. So show your support for it today.
Oh, no problem. Now, how does being a singer prepare you for being an actor? Because when you're singing, aren't you basically playing a character anyhow?
Well, you're playing yourself as an artist. When you're acting, you take on a totally different personality. Your mannerisms change, or depending on how different you want to, cater the character to your personality. But there were so many similarities there that it was kind of hard to walk away from it. But I thought that this is definitely the type of character that would be remembered.
Now, are you the greatest actor that ever lived, or did it seem to me that you enjoyed the pampering a little too much in this film?
Man, I think I probably enjoyed it a little bit too much, but that's part of the process. Here you have a guy who's totally stepping out of his world to step into hers, and then eventually she wants to, know what my world is all about. And it's an age-old story that life is what happens when you're making other plans. Here you have a 26-year-old DJ who knows what he wants to do, wants to start a label, has this thing going on, an attorney who's totally in the direction, very serious about what she's done and what she wants to do. They meet each other, and all of a sudden their worlds are turned upside down, and they fall in love. That's the romance of it. But obviously, others are not going to see how it could be a beautiful thing. As I've said in so many other interviews, this is not the type of relationship that is typically talked about in this level. But one that I think that would be a great opportunity to kind of point at the both of us as Italian Americans and African Americans, and how there's so many similarities to the way we live our lives.
Now, my final question from guys everywhere, all over the world, could you please keep your shirt on, because it's getting a little intimidating for the rest of us.
Hey, fellas, listen. You got to work for it, man. You know what I'm saying?
How do you find time to stay into shape?
To be honest with you, I'm actually preparing for my next character, so I have not been preparing. I haven't been working out or anything. So this is your healthier look for Usher right now.
Usher, continued success.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Chuck.